doesn't feel the comfort of your Range Rover. He's a spirit. He doesn't care where you stay. He doesn't care what you eat. And even if you can have all these things, if that man in you is not at peace, you are messed up. Are you hearing me? Now, I think when I'm sitting here, I think there are many things, family issues and other stuff. But I've been doing a research and I've been checking. Every time I'm dealing with a woman, somewhere, somehow, I pick up a girl hidden in that woman.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes, sir.
There is a girl inside every woman. And that girl is either still messed up or is fixed. And I've seen that some women, they've messed up their success because they never dealt with the girl inside of them. Because that girl, if that girl was abused, if that girl was not loved, that girl will give this woman a problem. The battles you are fighting today may not be from today. Maybe the girl in you that was told that you are nothing. And that girl always had that inferiority complex and never healed. And today I want God to heal that girl in each and every woman in this place. If there is a girl in you who was abused, I want God to heal that woman, that girl, so that this woman may have peace of mind. Are you hearing me? I have few topics that I must deal with here, but I'm going to be very straight to the point. I've listened to people say this pull head down syndrome, and that has become a problem, ladies. That every time people succeed, there's a problem. Never emulate somebody else's success. Emulate their effort, their dedication,
yes,
so that you may learn from them. The problem is that if you don't know what you have, you will feel insecure about other people's success. I've asked people a question and say, in a toolbox, there are different sizes of spanner. Again, one level size 8, size 7, size 30. But each and every spanner there has a certain bolt that can only be turned by it.
Yes, sir.
Now, you don't have to be somebody. There is something that only you can do. But if you don't know what you have, you will just be intimidated by everyone. Are you hearing me, people? Now, a real queen must never forget that you can fix another queen's crown without telling the whole world that it was crooked. If you help somebody, don't benefit from that by trying to get glory out of their story. Don't get success and try to be a celebrity using somebody else's situation. Things were meant to be used. People were meant to be loved. But unfortunately, people are used and things are loved. And that is why people, they don't help you so that they want to help you. They help their egos. That is why it's not every help that needs a camera. Are you hearing me? It's not every help that must be publicized. Sometimes we say we encourage other people, but sometimes we sell ourselves. Can I trust you with my secrets? You see, the problem is that we are holy, but we are not innocent. I think that man touched it. The problem with our society, people want to, in Facebook and social media, people, they don't post their problems. They post their progress. Don't be deceived by nice pictures. The reality may not be. Some people are kissing on Facebook, but they are kicking in reality. In reality, they are kicking each other, but in Facebook, they are kissing each other. Are you hearing me? Now, here's the trick. We have created a society that wants to hear the only good side of us. And that is why you are afraid to tell people who you really are, because they will disown you. Some people, they just love the final product, but they don't love the process. And if you can tell them where you come from, they will never accommodate you in their house. And that is why we live a lie. We portray what we don't possess.
Yes.
We look successful, but we are not. We look happy, but we are messed up. And let me teach you something very important. Happiness and joy are two different words. And that is why people are living in happiness. Happy birthday, happy anniversary, happy. And happiness derives from happenings. Now, if nothing is happening, happiness died. That is why marriage crashed, because people die for happenings. You marry for things, and if things are no longer happening, you think that marriage is over. Listen to me, let me break this down to you. 3 dimensions in marriage. Lobola in us African people, lobola is for family. Are you following me? Wedding is not for you, it's for people. It's for publicity. That is why it's called a wedding day. There is no wedding life, there is a wedding day. But marriage is for couples. And that is why a successful wedding does not necessarily bring birth to a successful marriage.
Yes, sir.
Are you following me? Wedding demands currency,
yes,
but marriage demands character. Now, which means you can afford to book a hall, you can afford to buy the suit, but can you afford to forgive?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Are you following me, people? Now, there is no wedding. What's about marriage is like when you spray doom in the house. Ne? You see, all the flies that are in the house, they run to the window. Ne? They want to get out. But you know, the flies outside, they admire those who are inside. And they say, I want to get in. Some wants to come in and some wants to go out. But here's the problem. Let me just address this. Sorry for marriage, because I can detect that is an issue. We have too much expectation without preparation.
Yes, sir.
People get into marriage. They want to get. They bring nothing. And I want a self-sufficient man. Are you self-sufficient, Ceci? Ceci, are you? You see, I've chased people away. Say, my pastor, if I can be married by a doctor, I say, have you registered for the course? You want to be married by a doctor for what? For a peace without peace. Ladies, don't ever settle for somebody who fixes your hair but doesn't mess up your heart. Let me just make a practical example where we are now. This is Manhattan's hotel. When you buy a glass of Coke, they can charge you close to 50 rand. But you go down the street in a normal shop, then you get 2 liters for 20. I'm saying, same Coca-Cola.
Yes, sir.
You get it here for 50 glass.
Yes, sir.
Down there you get it for 20 rand, 2 liters. When you come here and complain, say, but there is 20 rand, but have you checked where you are? Because if you want
the price.
If you want to demand the price, you must develop the place. Now, you don't go around looking for value. You add value to yourself, so that anyone who comes to you must not come to bring, must come because you got. Because the key to your happiness must never be in somebody else's pocket.
Yes, sir.
No, you don't hear me what I'm saying. Don't allow somebody to have the key for your peace. People must know that you are complete without them. You don't wait for marriage to be somebody. You must be somebody as an individual. If you can be comfortable in your own skin, and that is why I've told ladies, don't post your picture on Facebook and wait for likes. Post it and like yourself and say, wow, 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 wow. Are you hearing me that side? Listen to me, people of God. If you live, don't forget this. If you live by people's applause, you're gonna die by their criticisms. If every time when you have done something, you want people to clap hands and say congratulations, but you man the mood says. People are moody. Whatever moody is, you can run out to moodies.
Right? Yes,
People
sir.
have moods. Sometimes they can clap hands when they feel like. And once people know that you depend on their comments, they will confuse you forever. There is something that is not sold in the shop. It is called inner peace. If you do something and you have that inner peace and you feel that I'm on the right track, you don't wait for people to clap hands for yourself. You clap hands for yourself and say, Sebenza girl, Sebenza girl, Sebenza Miguel, Sebenza.
Yes, sir.
I'm not sure. Waisoepela. We pull a koloi. Not waiting for somebody to open my car. For who? For what? For the who? For the what? I will buy my own car. If you want us to eat, you will find me there. If you mess me up, I leave you there. How na transport. I'm going to depend on you, and I will go for the whole night. But if I tell you to mobilize a reporting, what are we here for? I don't have time. I have appointments tomorrow. I have meetings. I must go and do something. Say what you want, and then we go. And we stand with authority. You see, I was telling boys, maybe, I don't know if there is a guy somewhere, you will tell them. I said there are guys who were raised by single parents. They saw the struggle, mama, how their mothers struggled with them without their fathers. But today they have created 4 single parents. The same guys who grew up in pain because their fathers neglected them. They are leaving children everywhere. They don't learn from their parents. Are you hearing me? Now, let me just run quickly. Do we all agree that you can still succeed without hurting others?
Yes, Pastor.
You don't have to build your success on other people's tears. You can still do good without messing other people's characters and names. Why every time you have to go forward, somebody must cry? Why every time you have to get a promotion, some people must be disorganized? You can still be promoted without speaking bad about others. The workplace has become the place of witchcraft. You see, the problem is that there are people who just hate you for nothing. Even if you can be fired, they will never enter into that position. They don't even qualify for your position, but they enjoy. For nothing. Can you ask your neighbor a question? How many people are succeeding because of you? How many people are thanking God that you are alive? How many people are happy because you are breathing? What has your success done to somebody else? It's witchcraft to be successful alone. It cannot be all about you and your family and everything. There must be people who are standing because of you. There must be people who are progressing in life because of you, because of your input. Yet even when you are in the situation, let people pray for you and say, let this one not die, because your presence in this earth is changing somebody else's life. Am I preaching to the right people? Something quickly here. Are you hearing me? The problem, listen, let us just cooperate. The problem, you cannot even begin to fix somebody else's crown is because you are not even aware that you have one. You see, I was listening to the radio yesterday. They said somebody won Lotto last year, 23 million. Fortunately, they got him today because they've been looking for him. There were nights when that man or woman slept without food, but having 3 million somewhere. If you don't know what you have, you will struggle while it is hanging somewhere. If you have ever read the Bible, you will know that God never came with Eve to Adam. He pulled Eve out of Adam. Which means what you are looking for is looking for you. What you are crying for is crying for you. The problem, you are too busy to be blessed. You need to rest sometimes and allow God to work inside of you. There is potential enough inside of you. Don't look for things outside. When you go to Pie City, have you ever went to Pie City? You see pepper steak, steak and kidney, Cornish. Outside is the same. But the name of the pie is not what you see. The name of the pie is what you don't see. Pepper steak is not the outside, it's the inside. You may look outside normal, but your identity is what is hidden inside of you. And I want to pray that you will realize that power that lies within you. No one has power to destroy you. You have the last word in your life. People can distract you, but you can destroy yourself. Can you say this? I refuse to destroy myself. You know, people can say things. You cannot control what people are thinking about you. But you can control how it affects you. We need to be trained the art of responding. You don't respond to every noise. Don't phone people every time and ask them, hey, what are you saying about me? You are downgrading yourself to their level. Don't go to the level of gossipers. Stay where you are until they realize that you are different. Are you following me? If a woman knows her worth, whether or not they wear makeup isn't a big deal. Are you hearing me? I have nothing against makeup, but makeup must not be something that if you don't have it, you feel you are not yourself. You are not, it is not doing you any favor. You are doing it a favor to apply it to yourself. Now, whether I have makeup or not, I've made up my mind. What is important is the mind made up, not just the face made up. You have to make up your mind more than your face.
Yo.
Are you following me? 2, they are not seeking people's approval. Hey, beloved, you cannot just look around and say, hey, Kishwan, but I'll talk about it. But yo, natatlele motho mo la ka shebe re hey a ke bone needs and I get it ditabotse. And that statement is so dangerous, it's so poisonous. Don't take words light. And that is why I've decided I respect people, but I don't live by their approval. Don't allow society to set standard for you. You need to protect your inner peace. Are you following me? Number 3, their happiness is not dependent on being in a romantic relationship. Not everyone who is available is reliable. You see, let me say to you this, I'm a guy, but now I'm a pastor, but I know how guys operate. The problem is that words are so dangerous because your physical ear only has access to words, but only your spiritual ear has access to meaning.
True.
It's not everything that guys say is that they mean. The easy way to say I lust you is to say I love you. A And lust will never last. That is why run flat. My marriage is run flat. I don't have a spare wheel. Even when I get started working my tent flat, that is I'm always with my wife because I've made up my mind. You know these guys what they are saying, says, but wives are refrigerators. But those roll-ons are cooler bag. Now, which means you as a wife, you must stay in the kitchen. The cooler bag is in the car. All right. They say I must also move at the other side. I've picked it up. All right, guys, quickly. They aren't afraid to be unapologetically themselves. Don't be apologetic about who you are. You don't have to be a yellow one or black white or black bone. You are fine. And you must tell yourself. I was saying to people sometimes is that, I don't like sickness, but I like the approach that they use with sugar diabetes. When it comes to a serious stage, they say, no, you must not come to us anymore. We give you injections. And when you feel like you are dizzy, inject yourself. We need to learn how to inject ourselves with confidence. Don't wait for people to motivate you. Look at yourself in the mirror and tell yourself that you are a winner and you are not going to fail. And once you tell yourself that, your system will adjust and adapt to that. Are you following me? They are genuinely happy for the success of other women. When last did you celebrate other people? Let me tell you this. Success is still success even when it's not happening to you. Are you hearing me? People, they only things are good when they happen to them. When you form Scooter Pizza, and all of a sudden you open the window and you see Scooter Pizza delivery next door, why are you so stressed? Why don't you tell your kids that pizza is in our neighborhood? If somebody else succeeds next to you, success is in your neighborhood. If somebody else buy a car, cars are in your neighborhood. Let me say this statement, women of God. You attract what you celebrate. Can I repeat that? You attract what you celebrate. If you celebrate somebody else's success begin to love you. Because you love success even if it's not happening to you. Jealous. Just to keep yourself busy, not to celebrate somebody. You even clean when the house that is already clean. Jealousy is a demon. Mamela, they understand their own value and importance. Understand your own value. I'm not here to preach the Bible, but I think all of us at some stage we read the Bible at school, maybe those my age. Do you know the story of Noah and the ark? Do you know that there was a cheetah in the ark? There was a tiger in the ark. But even the tortoise make it on time. It's not about pace, it's about purpose. Even if they can pass you by, but you are getting there. Give your neighbor high five and say, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Slowly but surely, I'm getting there. I may not be where I want to be, but surely I'm not where I used to be. How many people say I will arrive alive? Oh, I will arrive in my destiny alive. One day my pastor was in the plane, and there was an announcement saying, ladies and gentlemen, we had a serious delay, but we will surely land on time. Look at your neighbor and say, you'll make it on time. Yeah. Don't stress yourself, baby. You will make it on time. You will reach your goals. Oh, are you following me? I've seen God doing something. You struggle to get work or find work for years. But the first salary, God can make you to cover those who went before you. There is a way that God knows how to cover it up. That you lost years, but your money will come and you will begin to drive cars like you've been working all along. Because process is not the replacement of promise, it's a preparation. Every time, delay is not denial. Sometimes if you can succeed quickly, you will succeed among the wrong crowd. Sometimes God allows struggle for selection criteria. Because in your prosperity, you know your friends.
Yes, sir.
Your friends know you in your prosperity. But in your adversity, you will know your friends. Don't check real people. Don't be too quick to go to Facebook and say people are your real friends. Wait for tough times. It will introduce them to you. Tough times will introduce the real people to you. Are you hearing me, people? I made an illustration sometime. I said, if your car has a problem, maybe, all those days the car will stuck, and you will get some guys standing somewhere and say, guys, come help me do what? Push. No? What I like about that, even if your car is stuck and they are pushing you, you are still sitting on the driver's seat. I might just look at them and say, I'm still in control. Yeah. I'm still in charge. I'm still in charge. But this is what I like about it. Once the car starts and you can open your window, you don't have time maybe to step out and just say to the guys, thank you for the push. Can you look to everything that hurt you and say, thank you for pushing me. Thank you for pushing me to the place. Thank God for that man who never married you. It was a necessary push that God wanted to push you to the place of your miracle. Thank you for pushing me. Because some people, they thought they were killing you, but they were pushing you. Even the ark never had engine, but it was lifted by the flood. There are certain things that are not there to destroy you. They are there to lift you up. Are you following me?
Yes, Pastor.
She said, yes, Pastor. You see, when you know where you are going, you don't mind what you are going through. Are you hearing me? Yes. I love these people with Bible Tamelin and what. When they advertise their schools, they don't show students in the classroom. They show students graduating. Well, now I'm getting graduation. I want to go assignment day anymore. Because if you are so obsessed with the final product, you never mind the process. In this life, if destiny is not defined at the beginning, disaster is unavoidable. If you don't know where you are going, every road will take you there. Imagine you enter into the lift and you stand, and the lift is standing with you. Look at your neighbor and say, press that thing. Press that. the rock is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not the lift that determines the floor. It's you. When I came here, I pressed 3 and it stopped in floor number 3. The future is in your finger. You must press the right places. Poverty is not your financial status, it's your mentality. They say somebody had a dream and he was traveling with a small dog. And they came to 3 rocks, 3, 1, 2, 3, small and the medium and the large. And God said to him, point the stick to the rock you want your dog to jump to. And because people love to settle for less, he pointed the smaller yana one. And God says that's where your future will end. Because that is how far you have pointed. Don't set your goals based on your budget. Set your goals based on your dream. And if it's not scaring you, it's not big enough. You must dream to the level of people thinking, Alright, let us get to number 7. They are really afraid to ask for what they want. Look at your neighbor and say, if you don't know, ask. You better be a stupid for a minute and be a clever forever. Rather than be a clever for a minute and be a stupid forever. You are struggling with a report for the whole day. Pick up that phone, man, and phone somebody. Swallow your pride, you will never die. Pride is not poisonous. Swallow that pride and phone somebody saying, I'm struggling. If it's laughing, find another one until you get the right one. And you get the job done, you meet your target, you get your performance appraisal, you get your money. No one even knows that you struggle because you just pick up the phone and ask. I'm working for ArcelorMittal. I'm a training officer. We are working as a team. When we struggle with something, I pick up a call. Yesterday I had a target, 5 to 4. I called somebody, say, hey, I have to leave 4:30. 5 minutes, we're through, we're done. And the guy congratulated me. He doesn't even know that my colleague contributed. Just utilize the brain tanks around you and benefit from them. There is no success that is original. We learn from somebody. The car you want to drive, somebody's already driving it. The degree you are studying for, somebody's already graduated and registered. There is nothing that you want to start. Things have started. Just learn from the best and be the best.
Yes. Yes, sir.
If you are too big to apologize, you are too small to lead. You see, I have a problem with managers who just come to the plant and what when there is a problem. I don't like problem solvers. I also like progress appreciators.
Yes, sir.
Don't just come to me every time when something is wrong, and when I say I do something right, even if it's my job, but just congratulate so that you can have powers to correct. If you never congratulated me, I'm not going to trust you when you correct me.
Yeah.
Because I can't even motivate how Are you following me? All right. They don't make excuses for the bad things in their lives. Don't defend what is defeating you. Own up. If you mess up, own up. Self-correct and rise up a better person. Denial will delay your deliverance. People are living in denial. That is why people, they buy things they don't afford, because people, they are too obsessed with their lifestyle at the expense of their lives.
Yeah.
You are impressing people who are not even watching. Live your life and live within your means.
Yes, sir.
Staying in town is not fashionable. If you don't afford it, stay where you are staying. You can still be normal staying in the township. No? Are people staying in the township now abnormal? No. If you don't afford that townhouse, stay in the town. Leave the house. Stay in the house, leave the town. The township is just the house. Leave the town, but stay in the house. Build your future based on your goal, not your friends. Don't compete with people you're at school with. If they are there, you want to be there. Work stuff according to your pace. You cannot just run away from private numbers as if they are devils. Because 29:30 you don't pick up your phone. Because they are not the debit orders are very with a debit disorder. Because whatever you have, when it is already finished, you still have to pay. We need to try to live within our means and do what we can afford. And it has nothing to do with other people's what they are thinking. The peace in your house is more crucial than what you display outside. I've seen houses where there is still a dish, but there is no longer pictures. Because those guys, when they come and install it, they put the dish. When they disconnect, they don't come with the truck. They just cut their pictures. And they leave you with the dish. And people outside still think you got it. Some marriages are no longer there, it's just the dish. But outside it's a mess. I refuse to have a lifestyle that people think I'm fine when I'm dying inside. It must start with me. How many people say it must start with me? Yeah, it must start with me. Alright. And on the other hand, they take themselves seriously and demand respect. Don't allow people to disrespect you. In your own space, people must live by your direction orders. Don't allow people to come into your life and take over. Don't allow a boyfriend to come into your life and just run the show. All right. Number 11, they take chances. Don't ever sit there. Take chances. Take a risk. And they still have moments of insecurity. It's human, Baratu. It's human. Don't try to be a superwoman. It's human to make mistakes, but learn from your mistakes and don't repeat mistakes. Are you following me? Let me just touch this quickly, and we are getting there. You will indicate to me if my time is up. Listen to me, people. I want to say this to you. Are you still here? Blowing out someone else's candle won't make yours shine brighter. Don't go around trying to blow out other people's candles. I want to give you 4 reasons why you must hold your tongue. 4 reasons. Listening make you smarter. That is why God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth. Listen twice, but speak once. And when your heart is bitter, don't trust your mouth. Are you hearing what I'm saying? When your heart is bitter, don't do what?
Don't trust me. Sure.
Another guy was so cross with his wife. And they were fighting, and the guy was angry, and he ended up saying, yes. And that is why when my mother doesn't like you. That was a mess. Even when emotions have subsided, he still has to deal with that statement. Even at work, control your emotions. Emotional intelligence is very key. We are different, racially, tribally. We need to learn how to live together. And don't just open your mouth. You see, I have a problem with somebody who designed a car exhaust. I thought you will put that thing in the front, man. Because that problem is that the person who is giving the smoke is not feeling the pain. The smoke is suffocating the followers. There are things that you are doing and you are going forward, but your children will still pay for them.
Yeah.
be careful what you are leaving for the coming generation. Don't leave bitterness to your children. If you have issues with your siblings, don't plant hatred in your children. Because one day you will be in the grave and your children will be still fighting your battles.
Yes, sir.
Don't poison your children because of your own battles. Are you hearing me, people of God? I was saying to the people in church, because in church there is a problem, because there people act like angels. I said, we may look holy, but we are not innocent. I was saying to many in church, you cannot just be here and your children are starving. I don't know how Papa helped. Papa, the phone will let you through. All right, let us read this quick. Listen, make you smarter.
Yes.
2, holding your tongue helps people solve their own problem. Sometimes you don't have to participate. Allow people to solve their own problem. You see, some people who are sometimes left in bitter things are people who are just invited. Allow people to solve their own problem. Don't help your friends to hate their haters.
No.
You see, the problem is that instead of holding a conversation, we are holding the crash. Even in workplace, let us hold a conversation, not a crash, so that we may sort our misunderstanding. You see, when you see a car moving, there is a friction. Any movement has a friction.
Yes.
Where people are living and breathing, there will always be misunderstandings. Are you following me? Number 3, keeping quiet will better your relationships. Sometimes just keep quiet. Keeping quiet hides your ignorance. It helps you. But sometimes you speak some things that you don't even know. And it gives you time to learn. We learn more when we listen more than when we speak. Are you hearing me, people of God? Now I'm challenging you that you can't build yourself up by tearing someone down. It's evil. Jealousy will destroy your chance at success before you even have a chance to get started. Jealousy is witchcraft. Because somebody who is jealous doesn't just want to see other people going forward. Are you following me, people of God? If you see someone doing well, learn to say congratulations. Learn. Every time you want to find something, no, they slept with what and they did what. Just learn to congratulate people without painting them. Just to learn to say you are doing well. The more you say good things to other people, that energy comes back to you and gives you the drive. Oh, if you love success, I said, you must also see it from somebody else's life. Good things are still good even if they are not happening to you. It cannot all be you. If somebody gets promoted, celebrate. Because that's how you grow. You see, there is a scripture that says, out of the abundance of the heart,
Yes.
the mouth speaks. Sometimes when you listen to people, people are bitter, people are fighting. But you need just to support each other. We are powerful when we are together. Are you hearing me, people of God? If we stand together, nothing will separate us. We need to understand that the success comes with the sacrifice. There is nothing that will just happen. There must be a sacrifice. I told people there are 2 tickets that are sold in the airport of life. There is a ticket that is called fly now and pay later. And there is a ticket that is called pay now and fly later. When you are studying, when you are registering for courses, you are paying. And the day will come that you will fly. Because there is no glory without the story. And your condition is not your conclusion. And your failure is not your final. And your mistake is not your destiny. It is not over until God says it's over. When they put a full stop, God will put one on top of it. And the full stop will become an exclamation mark. And God will cause people to be surprised that when they thought you will end, that's when you bend. It's not an end, it's a bend. You are taking another turn. You are moving to another level. People say, I'm going higher, I'm going higher. With or without them, you are going higher. You are going higher. Listen to me, people of God. When God, listen to me very soon. If God can see that these people will be the future controllers, He stopped them from being the present contributors. There are certain people that you wanted help from, but God never allowed. Because if they helped you, they will control you for the rest of their lives. Because every time you succeed, you must pay them back. Are you excited that some people never contributed to your success? How many people are thankful today that that person never contributed to my success? Because there are people today, they are slaves of their previous contributors. Because every time you want to rise, can now get them celebrity, can now get them, can get them, don't get again.
Listen, Pastor. Listen.
We don't get them celebrity, but you don't want to get again. Except for now, there, my brother. Sekete makau see you go. 1 2 7 1 2 back. Yes. Finally, no, you cannot remember, but no, I just take this side. Are you hearing me, people? Now there is a part that says you must turn your lemon into your lemonade. I want to make a declaration that it's up to you. You cannot wait for somebody to come and make your life better. If you don't stand up, nothing will move. It's time now to tell yourself that the reason I'm here is greater than my pain. Your purpose is greater than the place of death. Don't allow where you come from to determine how far you can go. There is potential in you that is unlimited. God never designed you to fail. You were designed to succeed. You were made to make it in life. I've said to people that planes they land at the airport, but they are not manufactured there. Now people must never judge you based on your landing place. You landed in the shack, but you are not from the shack. You landed in poverty, but you are not from poverty. You are from God. And God has a purpose for your life. If you can know the reason why you were born, you will never care where you were born. Because the reason can change the place. I want to inject you with that let us turn every negative into the positive. Let us use our painful background to say we're going to use the hell we went through to shape us for where we are going. Because every gold cannot be pure unless it goes through fire. The purpose of fire is not to burn the gold, it's to purify it. And that is why God will allow certain pain to shape you to the size of your destiny. Can you give my neighbor high five and say, I'm going through. I'm not going to stay in this situation for. Come on, give your neighbor high five and say, I'm just going through. This is not the end of my story. This is not the end of me. I'm just going through. I will never die poor. I will never die struggling. This is just the beginning of the great things to come. Come on now. Just put your hands together and celebrate that I'm going through this. I'm going through this. It's painful, but it is important. It is painful, but it is so permanent. If the praising has an expiry date, your pain has an expiry date. You will never cry forever. You will never struggle forever. Nothing is permanent. One day you will look back and thank God. One day you will understand the reason for your pain. You will understand the reason for loose. Where we are working there, we have buckets now. But when we want to transport the coil, we hire the trucks. The reason we hire the trucks is because we have learned that our buckets cannot carry what we produce. Now, every time when God brings you to carry what is heavy, is because He has checked your capacity. You are equal to that task. You're not gonna crash, you're gonna rise. It's not gonna kill you, it's gonna make you. Don't compare yourself with anyone, even little thing we are not like things. But a dog gives birth after a few months. But an elephant gives birth after 2 years. But go and check the size of the babies.
Okay.
The reason yours is difficult is because it's too big. Are you hearing me, people of God? Don't compare yourself with people who are giving birth to puppies. Congratulate them and say, I'm waiting for my elephant. I'm waiting for my elephant. This foolishness is too big. Why soccer players spend less time in the playfield, but they spend the whole week training? You see, I also say it. I prefer chicken licking. I love to go to Spain, but I prefer chicken licking procedure. Yeah, because it has that, but pay here and collect. Now there are people not for to collect, they are also padal. Who collect by you pay here, then you collect. But stays on the schools. You make orders. When you are full, they take you out of order. They give you a bill when you think you are done. That is why this life, whether you pay first or later, you're still gonna pay.
Yes.
Sacrifice now without a sacrifice. It's either you get into that house, there is finisher, your mother paid the price. And if you don't maintain them, your children will struggle. We need to build wealth that can be going to another generation. We cannot leave our children with Gucci belts. That's what we are living. With Gucci belts and Versace. But now Versace says. Let us leave our children with money, so that they may transfer it to their next generation. And the third generation will look back and celebrate you. We cannot just live for clothes. I love nice things, but we cannot be slaves of looking nice at the expense of the future. We don't owe people to be presentable. We have stomach to feed. We don't owe people nice car. We owe our children the future. We owe our children success. It's not about our beautiful things. It's about what we are leaving behind.
Yes.
Your legacy is the only thing that the mourners will come with it from your grave.
Amen.
Can you look at your neighbor and say, what legacy are you leaving behind? Yeah. What legacy? Even in that company, when you are working, in that department, what legacy? When I want to feel like a gossip. Listen to me. If we are fed up with your presence, we will be forced to celebrate your absence. I'm saying if we are fed up with your presence, we will be forced to celebrate your absence. Don't leave this human settlement department and how can I tell you about Mashapedi cricket? I'm going to leave Leave a hex in my. You don't have to be a friend of everyone, but you can love people. Just be genuine. Just love people. Don't force yourself to people, but just love people. Respect people. Cooperate with people. Those who have issues, give them their space. Close them outside. Don't force them to your life. But those who are focused, get closer to them.
Yeah.
Let me speak with these three things, and before I leave, there are friends of your past. Are you hearing me, people of God? There are friends of your present, and there are friends of your future. You see, the friends of your past, they don't care where you are. They still love where you were. God, they are so obsessed with where you come from. They can't celebrate where you are. Get rid of such people in your life. There are the friends of your present. They look at you, check, and conclude. This is what you drive, this is where you stay. They think you'll stay there forever. You will drive that forever. You will be in that office. You will be a cleaner forever. Think again, man. Do you know metamorphosis?
Hey? Yes, sir.
When you see a butterfly, do you know it was a web?
Yeah.
Don't ever go around showing people my picture of a worm. Even when I'm now a butterfly. You are talking about my tomb, but you don't know what is in my womb.
Yo.
Now this is what I want to say. These are the people I want you to embrace. These are the people of your future. Give your neighbor a high five. Says, are you the friend of the future or the friend of the past? Listen to me, listen to me. The friends of the future, they don't mind where you stay, they don't care what you drive. They believe in your potential, they believe in your ability. Can you give a round of applause for our friends of the future? The friends who believe in our destiny, the friends who believe in our goal. They don't mind potholes if they want to see you. They go through the siege. They get to where you stay. They are the friends of your future. They embrace you where you are because they can see where you are going. Wow! Come on, give them a big hand if you are here. Woo! You see, I'm about to close. I've seen people coming with a basket. Even but before these people, there were people who came planting a tree. There are people who know a tree. They don't just celebrate the fruits. Don't hang around with folks who come to you for what you have. Look for people who come to you for who you are. Even when you are in hospital, they will still love you. Even when you lose your job, they will still love you. Because they love the tree, not the fruits. Don't marry the fruits, marry the tree. So that even if there are no fruits, you still believe in the potential
of the tree
and the ability of this tree.
Yeah.
If you have a seed, you must look for the right soil and wait for the right season. In the waiting period, it's a time for people to speak. Let people gossip you. It's a waiting season. There is a place called hiding place. God will hide you somewhere. People will think you are nobody. God can hide a manager and a cleaner. People can look at you as nobody, but they don't know what is cooking inside of you. Don't allow your position that will determine your integrity. We are greater than the offices we occupy. I was telling people, how come on the balloon need for fun or fair? I don't care the color, but the breath that caused them to fly is the same. How would you like balloon? How should you get color? But balloon like a body, I can open something like a flaba. They can disappear, they can hide. Don't ever look down at people because of a position. It can disappear and you become an ordinary person. Don't treat people like dogs because of what you are driving, because where you are staying. Any success that makes you a little God is evil. Treat people as people. The security guy at the gate is still a human being. The cleaner during the passage is still a human being. Don't ever classify people based on their position. Specifically, people, we are not giving you money because you are better. The reason you earn high is because you are operating the high level of decision making. You are a risk to a company because your decision can either make or break the company. That is why you earn more than somebody. After that, we are all employees. You are respected and honored more because your decision is key. Managers are only respected because they are the decision makers. And that is why when you have a problem, you phone somebody to decide. Are you hearing what I'm saying, people of God? Now we need to treat each other well. I think you know this for some time. They said team is T-E-A-M. Do we know what is that stand for? Ne? Together, each one achieve more. Why at the soccer match? The name of the player is at the back, but the name of the team is in the front. It's because it's not about our names. It's about the name of the team. Neymar is driving a jet and a helicopter. But when Brazil or PSG play, he rides a Hyundai bus.
Yes, sir.
It's because he's part of the team. When you are part of the team, you forget about your status. You become part of the team. When the team failed, we have failed. When the department failed, all of us, we are failures. And that is why we must hold each other accountable. The problem is not the wrong people who are doing wrong things. It's the right people who are doing nothing. If you know it's a wrongdoing and you do nothing about it, you are still wrong. Because you are a spy. You are not a spy. If you have to speak a truth, because the same department that people are stealing from is the department that must feed your children in the future. If you allow people to eat from this department and steal, they are stealing from your future. In no time, you will have no work. And it happened under your watch. I nearly said, let us pray, but no, let us respect the religion of other people. But I want to say that, do we agree that every lemon in our lives has been turned into a lemonade? I pray for every woman who was hurt here. I pray for every woman who was disappointed, who was broken. And I want to stand here as a man and say, Father, forgive us for the things we have done to this innocent woman. I repent on behalf of my brothers. Some of them have broken your heart. You are sitting here, you are broken. And I want to lift up my hands and say, we ask for forgiveness. We are not all flesh. There are men of integrity. There are men who respect women for who they are. And let us raise those young boys not as bitter young men. Don't turn them against their fathers. Even if their fathers have disappointed you, don't plant your bitterness in that boy. Raise that boy in the loving environment. Say to him, you can make a difference, and don't repeat what your father has done. Come on, we can put our hands together. Thank you.